All right. Um, we'll just probably do a checkup because, we haven't done a one-on-one in a long time. Well, I shouldn't say it hasn't been too long. Um, because we did do some work with you last group session. So it kind of helped with some of the things that you were dealing with at the time.
Mm.
But I do want to kind of dive in at least the last 4 or 5 of your videos to see how we can hone your approach. Um, so all right, so we'll start with, the prelims first. So what was the biggest thing you've had an issue with this week, if you had to peg one?
This week, well, the week just started. You talking about since
Well, in the last 7 days, I would say.
um figuring out what to post, and that's just because I haven't taken the time to do batch um creation like I need to do, which is normally what makes life so much easier when I plan out my videos and what I'm going to post. So within the past week, I haven't done that, and so scrambling every day to figure out what to post has been
Oh wow.
the biggest
So
issue.
you're not a shoot from the hip kind of person, are you?
No.
Okay, I can kind of gather. I am like for me, I really enjoy the planning process, like planning and producing and brainstorming about what I want to do. And when you guys see me do like longer content,
Hmm.
where I'm either taking an idea that somebody else was talking about and kind of expounding on it. I love producing content. Like I geek out on stuff like that because I get to trick it out the way I want to. But I'm generally the person that I will see something on the For You page and find something that would either strike a nerve or it's something that I know that is needed by you guys. If you guys watch it, you guys will definitely benefit from it. And most times you'll see me post it in the academy because I want to bring attention to it, right?
Hmm.
Because that is the side effect of me thinking like a coach, right?
Right.
Like what I'm always gathering ideas on what can help you guys and what can, kind of streamline things for you guys. So as far as and and it's kind of funny, not really ha funny, but just kind of crazy how your answer was, what to post. And my last little stint here, my last little soapbox was uh do you not know what to post, right?
Oh, you posted
Um
that today?
uh
Posted that today on TikTok?
Nah, I think I posted either yesterday or the day before yesterday,
Oh,
where
okay.
I posted on, what to do if you don't know what to post.
Oh,
If I remember correctly. I'm always spitballing with ideas, but to help you with this, right? This is actually going to touch on the series that I intend to start when I get back from vacation, because before fall starts, I want you guys getting to a place where you start to think of things,
mm-hmm.
even as you're on the For You page. Well, hey, that would be good to talk about. That might be good to talk about. This might be good to talk about. And then you come back to the Four Keys training and see, okay, well, how can I frame that? Right? How can I set that up? Right? And this
Right.
kind of feeds into your process too, where you like to write stuff down, right? Like write stuff down what you want to post and
Mhm.
think about it, chew on it a little bit, and
Yeah.
then kind of see how you're going to deliver it. Because
Hmm.
I want to give you both approaches, right? Because
Yeah.
since the prepping and producing is your jam, right? But you got to also learn how to shoot from the hip too. So learning both approaches is definitely going to help you, especially on days when you get busy. Because I assume that that's one of the reasons why it feels so flustering, is that
Yeah.
you got life happening, you got the home happening, and you got business to build. So it's like, yeah, how do we snatch something out the air
Right.
that's gonna stick? You know what I mean?
Right.
And because I know you don't want to just put stuff out there just to put stuff out there, because we could do that all day. Like that's what people do. Generally people do duets on, right? Just they just do a duet or they do a voiceover and bing bang boom, they're done, right?
Mhm.
But even when I do stuff like that, like when I do a duet, it's purposeful. And I rarely ever do a duet like with somebody who is in the same industry, right? I talked about this a lot when we first started the academy, because a lot of people like that was a way that people would use to just like quote unquote phone it in.
Mhm.
Like they'll see Michelle post a video and then they just duet that,
Mhm.
right? They'll just
I've only
duet
done
that.
like two. I've done two duets in the whole year that I've been doing this. I may have
Yeah.
possibly have done two. Mm.
And I put out an entire training, you know, kind of warning against that, because the worst thing, in my opinion, the worst thing you can do is duet a video from someone as high performing as Michelle, right? Someone who is well known for what you're doing, you're not going to get that sale. It's
Right.
very rare if you're going to get that sale, because why? Her face, even though people don't know her name, they recognize her face,
Mhm.
right? Even subliminally, they'll recognize her face,
Right. So they'll
you
skip
know?
you and then go to her.
Like, exactly, because why? She's made $5 million. How much have you made? Even if you've made $1 million, one is not five. So, you know, that's how people think before they get into this, right? But what people don't really see is that if they do make that decision, is she going to be able to hold their hand like they want to, you
Mhm.
know? And even that can be a piece of content that you can use, right? Choosing, being careful about who you choose,
Mhm.
right? Because there's a whole bunch of people doing digital marketing and doing digital franchising, or teaching that, I should say, not necessarily doing it because everybody's doing it. As long as they're online and they're promoting something, they're doing that in digital marketing, right? But people who are digital franchising and who, teach people how to make money online, there is no shortage of people doing
Right.
that. And people can just go, they'll see a screenshot. I've made $250,000 doing this in the last 9 months. You should choose me. And it's like, okay, so let me ask you like this, because can kind of be leading to that particular piece of content. If you had to choose between somebody who's done $250,000 in 9 months and somebody who's done, let's say, $70,000 in the last 12 months, who would you choose and why?
I mean, it really would depend. Is that my only factor right now? Is just based off the money? That's all I.
Based off of that, because that's what most people, that's their deciding factor, most people.
Okay. Well, if I guess I have to base it just off of that, then the one that's made the most. It would seem that they have the most experience, and the most success. So could help.
But do you and I would write your answers down to be able to use in your own video, right?
Okay.
So why? Okay, so you said you would choose the person that's made more, right? Even if it's the
If those are
same
my only,
time,
if those are my only options.
right? So that begs the question: what do you look for when choosing a digital product? By the way, second piece of content, right?
Right.
Who
I,
to choose and what to look for when you choose, right? So that's two concepts you can use. And that's something you can do. That's what I call an evergreen concept that
mhm.
will never get old, and that would never not have ways you can take that. Different ways you could take that.
Right.
So go ahead.
Oh, what am I answering? The second question?
So yeah, and answer the second question. First of all, why? Why would you make that choice?
Because it just seems like they have more experience, more skin in the game. They've been more successful. If I'm just factoring off of the numbers.
So let me ask you, do you believe more money equals more experience?
Not necessarily, but that's all you gave me to go off of.
Right, but notice what I'm doing here. I'm digging into your beliefs because this is what you're going to be able to use in your content,
Mhm.
right? Because this is what most people believe.
Right.
Most people, it's not just surface. It's not just a criteria, it's the criteria.
Mhm.
They think because Michelle made $5 million in the last 2 years, that says that she is the best coach out there because she's made the most money. They haven't even considered anybody in the community. All they're seeing is the $5 million. That's
Right.
why I asked the question: do you believe that more money equals more experience?
No,
Why not?
because you could make a lot of money in a short period of time, and somebody else could have been doing it, extensively or for years on years, and just hasn't made, seen that breakthrough. Maybe it happened for them later on in the game, but yet they still have been doing it longer.
Right. So what would the other criteria that you would use if you were deciding?
Somebody that's relatable, somebody that's is going to be available for questions and for help,
Hmm.
and basically somebody that I think would offer like guidance. If I'm new and just starting out, trying it out, a new venture, like, which is what most people are looking for. They don't want somebody to ghost them,
Right.
sign up and get started. So,
And all these are good, but as you know how we do things here, we always go a step deeper, right?
mm,
So when you say relatable, what do you mean? What do you mean?
meaning we have something in common. I can
Uh-huh.
see myself. I can see something about myself in them or something.
Good.
Well, I guess that's the same thing as saying something in common. So basically, it's like
Right.
having the same values,
Right. The
some
same value system.
similar
How
values.
important is that value system to you when you're choosing a mentor?
Very important.
Yeah. So what do you think are the three things people need to look out for when they're choosing something? Let's say you were starting over today and you were buying something and you were on the For You page. What are the three things that you look for?
Um, I know what I want to say, but I'm trying to see if I could would I actually be able to see that in somebody's content. Like,
Just say it.
I guess you could see maybe you can see their value system based on what they're talking about. But
Yeah.
I wanted to say value system trustworthy, but I feel like if you see that in their content, you would just base that off of them being consistent, I guess.
Well, not necessarily, and I'll tell you why in a second after you finish.
Um, and relatable.
Like when you because you said commonalities, so commonalities is one thing, value system is definitely another, and all that's kind of under the umbrella of relatability. So pick a third.
They've had some success.
They've
They
had some success.
yeah, like they've
So
they've they've done it. Um, they're a step ahead of me, basically.
right, so they can teach you more than you currently know,
Yeah.
right? Because you can't teach something you haven't already done, right? So of the three, right? Relatability, success, and having some type of success, and having the value system. Which would you rate as number one? Like that's that top shelf. If you don't have that, then we can't talk or we can't do business.
The value system.
value system. So that ranks higher than the money you've made.
Right.
Right. So all the reason I'm taking you through this, and again, because this is recorded, you're going to be able to go back through and you're going to be able to see that these are all concepts for content that you
Mhm.
can use, that you can talk about, but they're also based on decisions you would make if you were brand new looking into this,
Right.
right? Now that's one frame, that's one category of style content, but then you still have to talk about not just who you choose, but what you choose, right? So something else you can do is why you chose what you chose, right? Digital marketing is complicated. Here's why I chose the one I chose, right? Here's why I chose this thing, whether it's a legacy builder, whatever it is. Here's why I chose this, right? That's another piece of content. So if you were to say why you chose the legacy builder, what would you say?
Well, I didn't have anything to compare it to, so um, I didn't even know that there was other options. First of all, so I chose
Hmm.
initially just based off of the lady that was selling it. I was familiar with her. She was in ministry, and I bought it based off of what she said that it could do. That it was going to teach me as a beginner. That it was beginner friendly, and that I didn't have to have any experience and
Hmm.
like my own product or anything like that. So that was the initial reason why I bought it. But more so, you know how you always say you buy the person, not the product. It was that.
Right. It was that person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you had to peg it to one thing, what would you say about this person that was like, you know what, I gotta buy from you?
She was another believer.
She was a believer in Christ.
Mhm.
So here's another piece of content that's gonna come your way. Not because you you serve the Lord means you good for business. Right? You ever heard that? That
Okay.
everybody in the church you can do business with, right? So that's a more controversial piece,
Mhm.
and I still recommend using it because it'll get people talking, right? Because you'll get people like, yeah, like you're supposed to be able to trust people in the body of Christ unequivocally, and then you get the other people that go, man, I just did business with a brother from my church, and he took every little bit of money and didn't do absolutely nothing,
Right.
right? And you want that because you want the conversation in the comments. And how you would cap that off is what are your thoughts about doing business with people in the church? Right?
Mhm.
That's asking that question, right? That might be something you either, talk from your head about, from your heart about, right? You have ever had an experience like that, right? So you could talk like that about that particular topic, but it's a conversation starter,
Right.
right? And stuff like that is a little bit easier to do because it's just you asking a question,
Mhm.
right? What do you think about this? That to me is probably the quickest to do, right? So you got kids just like I do. When you're tired from work and you really don't know what to cook, you look for the simplest thing that'll get them the most amount of sustenance that takes the least amount of energy from you, right?
Right.
That is that kind of content, right? Asking a question, and the more controversial you get, like obviously there are standards, let the Holy Spirit lead you, but the controversy in it will get people talking in your comments, right? Because that's how you get people to not only get to know you and to like you, but to know what you stand for. And you stand for something, people be like, you know what, she's different. She's not just talking about the money that she's making. She's not just talking about the skill set that she's getting and learning marketing and all that stuff. She's actually somebody that stands for something. And I kind of like that. You won't believe how many people are here in the academy for simply that reason, right? Because they've seen me take a stand, an unequivocal stand in DGC for Jesus, and they're like, yeah, I gotta find that dude. I don't know him, but I gotta see what's up because he stands for something. And even on TikTok on the For You page, like people have come to me in DMs and go, you know what, I really appreciate you standing for your beliefs and standing for Christ because it's very few and far between that actually, stand for something out here in these TikTok streets. So, you get to doing things like that, it comes a little easier.
Mhm.
Do you think that would be easier for you to do on those days where you feel kind of, hey, I need to grab something?
Controversial? No, that makes me a little nervous, but
What
I'm writing it down.
you I like the coachability. So even though it's a little stretch
Just
for
not here
you,
for. I'm not here for all the hoopla and all the back and forth, and I don't want everybody opinion. Like, and I know that that's what that brings.
right.
You
But
know,
and I get exactly where you're coming from, and I'm not telling you to do something you don't want to do. I'm just telling you the value of conversation starters in your content.
right?
And like I'm obviously more on the I would do that every now and then to get more people into my content and get more people talking in my content because that's what the algorithm at the end of the day wants. They want people to talk in your comments, right?
Mm,
And it sucks, but people love the I gotta say something about this type of post,
right.
right? And even though you could get people to go off the range a little bit, your content will be pushed more, your profile will be pushed more because you're getting people saying things in your comments. And I've always taught this in the academy. As long as people are not going over community guidelines and stuff like that, it can be an asset to you, right? Obviously, let the Holy Spirit lead you as to what to say and how to respond to certain things. But I've had videos that I've made a cool $100 on just off of 10 comments, right? Just responding to people in the comments, right?
So
And
the money came. You're saying like the $100 was from TikTok paying you, or
this was from Facebook.
oh, okay.
This was from Facebook. I think I made, and all actuality, at the end of the day, I think I made $150 just from that video alone, just from that reel alone, because people kept going back and forth, and it was something silly. It was I don't, and this might sound a little juvenile, but I said something simple. I didn't even say it. It was on the screen. This is why I don't eat from everybody's house,
I remember.
right?
I do remember you sharing that. Now that you say that.
Yeah, and and people lost it. But the wonderful thing was, even though I didn't say anything, people kept talking,
Mhm.
right? And then I would joke with my wife, like, I'm gonna go make another $20, $30, but just start another fight, you know what I mean? But obviously, like I said, let the Holy Spirit lead you as to what to do, because there's no shortage of ways you can go with that, but just without the controversy, asking a question will always get people talking in your comments, and that's what we're going for. Yeah, it's great to have when you say put ready in the comments, you have a bunch of people put ready. That's great. But even better than that is having people have a conversation in your comment section, because it means the algorithm will consider that video more valuable and it will push it more to the FYP.
Right.
So I just wanted to make sure and get that. So you kind of have ways and means to draw from what to post
Hmm.
so that it can kind of help you along the way. So I really hope that helps.
It does. I got a good notes. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. So I do want to go through some of your content here. I think we're gonna do like, let's do five. See how you did on the last five. Um, let's see. Let's open it up. All right. How's your follower growth been in the last month?
My growth is very slow.
Oh yeah, it's been kind of slow.
Been very, very slow.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll take a look. We'll take a look and see. Because I know the goal is not followers, the goal is comments, right? But let's see what we can do
Okay.
to get you some movement. Because with everybody experiencing low views and stuff like that, it's not just you, by the way. It's everybody that's experiencing low views. And
Yeah.
if you're not doing the whole trend craze, yeah, we can definitely see how that can be happening. Um,
I've started posting more consistently now on YouTube, so I'm focusing on trying to build up my YouTube. So my YouTube subscribers, since I finally reached 60 subscribers on YouTube, so I'm excited.
nice.
Like
Put it
40
in the
or
chat and
something
I'll
on
subscribe to you
the
too.
longest. Oh,
Huh?
I said I had like maybe 40 subscribers or something forever on YouTube, but that's I wasn't posting regularly on there. Like I would post every once in a while, but since I've been trying to post 3 times a day on YouTube and focus on just like doing shorts on that,
Yeah.
my subscribers have grown. So now I'm going to
So
start trying to get some long form content on there and actually work on
yeah. So
building this.
here's a draft you can use. Here's a draft you can use. Because you have iPhone too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So here's a draft you can use. What you can do is the longer form content you do on here, like these videos,
Mm-hmm.
you can actually download these videos and share them through YouTube. You can use Snaptic or TakeSaver. I can send you the actual app.
I actually have that app. I
You have it?
just don't
Okay.
use it. But I
Yeah,
did
you
download it a
should.
long time ago.
Yeah, you should definitely take advantage. So what you would do when you go to one of your videos, you see the three dots.
Mm-hmm.
You would use the three dots and just copy the link and then take it to TakeSaver
Mm-hmm.
and paste the link and it will download the video to your phone. And then you can use that video and post that to YouTube as well. So you're doing the same thing. You're still posting 3 times a day, but you're not doing twice the work. Make
Gotcha.
sense?
Gotcha. That's what I've been doing. I've only been posting what's coming off of TikTok,
Oh,
but
okay,
I
yeah.
was only posting the ones that would work for shorts. But now that you say that about the using that app, it makes sense. So now I can
Yeah.
actually download the longer ones that
Yeah,
are
you
more
can do that
than
with the longer ones
recommended.
too.
Yeah. So I didn't think about that part. So thank you for sharing that.
No problem. No problem at all. All right, so let's dive in. So we're gonna do the most recent five. Let's do six because these blocks they're 3 and 3. So let's do that.
Come get the scoop, okay? You've been wanting to know how you can make money online with digital marketing. Don't miss this free information. We got a webinar coming up. Comment webinar. I will get you over the details. Don't stay broke for the rest of 2025. Come and get the scoop on how you can make money online as a beginner. Y'all be blessed. Come get the scoop, okay? You've been wanting to know how you can make money online with digital marketing. Don't miss this free information. We got a webinar coming up. Comment webinar.
All right, so let's see how you did. It's a webinar reminder, so that is what it is. But good news, you got characterized here for digital marketing, which is a step in the right direction. That's
See,
good.
I can see that on your screen, but I do you know that I still cannot see that on my videos ever since however long ago they were having issues. Can you see that on your own videos?
Yeah, I can actually send you a screenshot so you can see.
No, I can see it on your screen because you're
Oh,
sharing.
oh,
And I'm
okay, you
saying
can see it.
now I can
Uh,
never see that anymore on my actual TikTok videos. Whereas I used to be
oh,
able
so
to
when
see when
you're
I was
watching it, you can't
categorized,
see
yeah,
it.
it's no longer
Oh,
see it.
wow. Okay. When was the last time you updated your app?
Um, I don't know because my phone normally automatically updates everything. So
Yeah, you
I'll
should
look at
check.
it.
Just double check and see if that would help
Okay.
because you should be able to see it like I'm seeing it, right? So, okay, so you did pretty good on let's move this here for a second. All right, let's see how we did on the description first. So digital marketing can find your calling. Come get the tea. All right, I like that as a lead in. Um, how I would improve on that though is digital marketing helped me find my calling.
It says fund.
Oh, fun. Oh man, listen, these glasses do work. You hear me?
But no, I
They
get
do work. It's just the reading part.
it.
You
I
read what you think and not what you see. I tell my kids about that all the time. Read what's there, right? So can fund your calling. So how I would change that is making it personal,
mm-hmm.
right? Making it personal means that you don't have to substantiate it funding your calling because you're not saying that it did it for everybody else. You're saying that it did it for you. And if you want that too, then you need to come get the tea,
Right.
right? So it keeps you out of, hey, you're making things up and you're making things that are not true and all that kind of stuff. You avoid that altogether by making it personal, right? Digital marketing helped me fund my calling. See, I did it again, right?
But would I still say that if it hasn't yet? I mean, I'm working.
Huh?
That's the goal, but it hasn't yet. So I don't.
Right. But it can, right? Because again, you said digital marketing can help you, right? So making it personal is still going to have that same effect. You're talking about you, right? Or
You're
you
saying
could
that
put
it can't help me fund my calling
yes,
because
or
I don't want
or
to
it's
say that it
helping you.
helped me because okay,
Huh?
present. So okay, so I can say it present tense. What you just said. Okay, that makes sense.
Right, it's helping you.
Okay, I see.
Right? It's helping you find your calling. So you're basically saying the same thing, but you're making it more personal. So still avoiding that whole, hey, is this for real? Right?
Asking
You're
I
learning,
right,
right?
right. Got
So you're presenting that image like, hey, come with me, kind of thing.
mm-hmm.
Right. So everything else you did was good, right? I forgot. Did you use a CTA here?
Yes, webinar.
Okay, webinar. Okay, good. So let's see how you did. All right, you got one. So you did get to respond to them. Good, good, good. Got you. Copy and paste the link, then check out, and then check your email for details. This, that. Okay. Here's a quick tip. In your response, try not to put the entire link. So take out the HTTPS and the www. Just put empowered to prosper um with tiffnash .com
Okay,
slash yes, right? So take out all the stuff before the period, before the first E, right? Because that says that it's not just, it appears less like you're leading people off the platform to the algorithm, right? You put a
uh,
whole link in there. I don't generally advise that,
okay,
right? But that's the only note that I have on that.
okay. So will
All
they
right.
still get? Can they still copy and paste it like that then, or what?
They'll just have to go through, they'll just have that, it probably will just take them to Google. And because your website is live, it'll just give that first link. But definitely, um, when you said copy and paste the link, the copy and paste it, they should know. I mean, most people are savvy enough to put it into where they would type the web address in.
Oh,
So when you type that, it still would work that way because it works for me. People will still put it in and get it where they need to go. And when
oh.
people are persistent, they will get to where they need to go as well, right? So, all right, so let's go to the next one.
Why are you still sleeping on digital marketing? Hey, I'm Tiffany with Empowered to Prosper. Look, if you have a calling that the Lord has placed on your life, but you ain't got the money to really make that happen, hear me out, okay? I started learning digital marketing. Actually, it's been a year. I can't believe it's been a year. A year ago,
I like that.
because I wanted to be able to help fund the ministry vision that the Lord has given my mom. So she's been in full-time ministry for over 20 years. The Lord has basically given her like a Joseph type anointing, and she was struggling to just really make ends meet. So I started praying, asking for a way that I could help her, and the Lord led me to digital marketing. So if you need a way to be able to help fund whatever He's placed on your heart, you can learn the skills as a beginner to sell done for you digital products. Just comment Kingdom and I'll get you over a free guide. Y'all be blessed. Why are you still sleeping on digital marketing? Hey, I'm Tiffany with
All right. So great video. I love this because you called them out in the beginning. So remember that for one of your go-to hooks, because as you can see on the right-hand side, we're getting some action, right? So
Mm-hmm.
we'll see how that looks in a minute. But remember, save that hook in your mind to say, okay, why are you sleeping on digital marketing, right? So calling them out is a good thing. Keep that in your arsenal. So you got categorized again for this video because again, your first line tells exactly what, not just what you're talking about, but it's a keyword searchable term, right? So
Mm-hmm.
great job on that.
Thank
You
you.
have you have your call to action right there in the description as well. So come that's a little bit of a draft there. So digital marketing for beginners, that's good. So first hashtag exactly related to what you're talking about. You mentioned the word beginner in the video, so great job. Make money online in 2025. That's a big one. That's a really, really big one. That's good too. So keep that in your back pocket. Um, sometimes that particular make money online hashtag, it might get throttled sometimes because it's one of those hot keywords
Mm-hmm.
that TikTok looks for to when they're testing people to see if they're legit. So I still have that some of those keywords in my back pocket just to test every now and again because I'm always testing, right? That's one attitude I've always had. I'm always testing to see how it works, when it works, why it works, kind of thing. So still hold on to it, but
Mm-hmm.
you got categorized. So that was the goal, right? Because you want people to find your content.
Right.
And let's see, you did Kingdom Funder, so good. Your mission as a hashtag. So that's solid. I wonder where you picked that one up from. No, I'm just kidding. So good job on that. And your name, your handle as a hashtag. So good. Let's see how you did here. So good. Solid. So you got one, two, three, four, five. How many of these translated to leads on this? Because it was yesterday. How many leads did you get yesterday?
Um, Yesterday. I don't think I checked yesterday.
Yeah.
I checked maybe. Was that yesterday?
Can you check and see real quick? Let's see how much of it correlated.
Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to remember when did I actually log on. Like it was the day before yesterday, and I had only had like 3 new leads total. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be the thing is half the time they comment, but they don't actually go into my funnel.
Okay. So you only got three yesterday, you said?
Oh, I'm logging in to double check.
Okay, so
I
you can
was
see it. Okay.
yeah, I gotta
Okay.
trying to
I'll
log
wait to
in.
see. Yeah, I'll wait to see. So, as far as this particular video, keep this in your main arsenal so that you can see if you want to, like you can put the link to this video in your notepad in your iPhone and file it under core content that works,
Oh,
right? So you can always do every now and again, and this is something you could do almost on a weekly basis,
okay.
right? The y'all sleep angle, right? Or stop sleeping kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you can do that as a core piece of content, like a core concept for content that you can go back to as often as you feel the need to. I would recommend spacing it out, doing it like two to three times a week, since you're posting three a day, so you can continue getting, because you know this works. Like you got five leads, right? And I get maybe one out of five leads or out of five people that ask for information, maybe you'll get that, but it's something that you know that gets leads,
Right.
right? Or that gets people requesting for information at the very least, right?
Right. Makes
Because
sense.
we can't count them as leads until they end up in our system. So
So one, I just logged in. Yeah, so there's one that entered in on the first, and then one entered in yesterday. So I don't know if they're from that same video.
okay, so this is the fourth. This is the fourth today. So yesterday was the third. So you got one lead yesterday.
One lead yesterday and one lead on the first.
So which means, we were just saying, one out of five is going to your uh funnel based
Mm-hmm.
on what we see here,
Mm-hmm.
right? Which is
Right.
good, right? So the more you get exposure on this video, you're at a one out of five response rate. For every five people you get that ask for information, one's actually going into your automation system. Now, this way you can do the math to see how much you need to get in order to translate that into a sale, right?
Right.
So you need to see how many leads you need to get that actually show up in your system for somebody to buy something from you. And then it's just a probability, it's just a math probability from then, right?
Okay.
Then you can just figure out, okay, what your numbers are, right? Mine are probably somewhere around seven, right? For every seven leads, I get one that buys, right? So,
Gotcha.
all right, so let's go to this one. Let me add that to save that. So if we need to come back. All right. All right. So I get how this goes. All right. So tell me what happened here.
I told you I didn't pre-plan my plan.
Okay. So that's what that was.
So just skip
Okay.
over that one because I know better.
Okay. Sorry, my throat was dry a little bit. So,
I'm trying to see.
all right. So even if, so here's the plug for this one, right? What's happening here is, yes, people are seeing this and they're seeing discover how to earn 100% profit online using a proven blueprint, right? That's what viewers are seeing. But here's what this post is lacking. This post is lacking a readable plan for the algorithm. Here's why. Photos are great, but the algorithm looks at photos in a different way than viewers look at photos, right? When the algorithm is looking at photos, they're looking for expression, they're looking for a place, a data point to push it to, right? They're looking for that visually, not just in the words. They're reading sorry. They're not just reading the words that are written on the picture. They're reading it as a photo, but there's very little to read and to place as a data point for the algorithm itself on TikTok. So when you're posting photos, what you could do, especially in this example specifically, is you type out how to earn how to earn an online business and make 100% profit. Make it smaller and push it off the screen, right?
Mhm.
So when you do that, you're not only having your viewers see that, you're getting the algorithm to read that as a data point, right? So people who want to earn money online, who want to make money online, you give them you give the algorithm that. Let's see how you did with the description. If you've been praying for more income with purpose, this might be the answer. Drop ready in the comments if you're done settling and ready to walk in overflow. Great, great description. However, unlike your last two videos, your very first line doesn't really have a keyworded data point for the algorithm to pick up to know who to send that to.
Gotcha.
Right? Subsequently, it's been 2 days and I don't know how many views you had on this video, but you only got one like. I'm gonna give you another one. You know what I mean?
Thank you so
Just
much. I
gonna
appreciate
put that in your bag a little bit.
it.
So, but this is one of those things that you can still take this post and make it go out, but you got to give the algorithm something to pick up on to go by having actual text on screen, right? So when people say text on screen, it doesn't always mean visible text on screen. It can just mean text that's on the screen, but it's not visible to the viewer, but it is visible to the algorithm. And with posts like this, the very first line in your description, it is absolutely pivotal because it's not you on screen. It's just a picture of something you want people to read,
Okay.
right? And then people don't like to read. They just they generally don't. But adding a second, like you see how you would have the words on screen post, why people would have themselves in the background or somebody else or something moving in the background is because the human brain, especially the social media friendly human brain, they want to have something to latch onto.
Right.
Right. So this way, when you do it like I'm suggesting, you have something for the algorithm and you have something for the viewer to latch onto. Right.
Okay. That
All right.
makes sense. Thank you.
No problem.
Let me
All
help
right.
you fund your calling. I have a beginner friendly program that will teach you how to sell done for you digital products online so that you can make extra money. New here, I'm Tiffany with Empowered to Prosper. This is exactly why I started doing digital marketing, was because I wanted to help fund the ministry vision that the Lord has given my mom. She's been in full-time ministry over 20 years, but was struggling to make ends meet and to do all the things that the Lord has called her to do. So I started praying and felt like the Lord was calling me to become a kingdom funder. But I'm like, Lord, how am I gonna be a kingdom funder and I got debt and credit card bills and a baby in college and so on and so forth. And I started praying for provision. He led me to digital marketing. So that is what I'm sharing with you. Don't give up on your calling just because you don't have the finances. There are ways that you can learn to make extra
All right.
income.
Hold on. I gotta stop it right here. You see that last part where you said what you said? Let me see. You said don't give up on your calling because you don't have the funds, right?
Mm-hmm.
Basically,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's your hook,
Oh, you're right.
right?
That makes sense.
That's your hook, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
it immediately gets that heart message going out. Don't give up on something you know you want, you know you're going after because of something that you don't have right now. It
Mm-hmm.
don't have to be like that, right? So
Right.
that's your hook. So how you could take this exact same video and download it, you can cut that part out, not to delete it, but you move that part where you said that to the very start of your video, and you use a quick slide transition to get into right where you started. Does
That
that make
sounds.
sense?
It does, but it's not nothing I know how to do. So I would just remake the video.
All right. So like, okay, so see how you already recorded this?
Mm-hmm.
Like how we know how to use TickSaver to do that, to download the video?
Mm-hmm.
All you're gonna do is you're going to edit that part, so split the video right before you said that. So I think right
You
here,
don't give up on your calling just because you don't have the finances. There are ways.
right?
So
So
I'm editing it in TickSaver, and then I will be re-uploading it. You're saying?
No, you're gonna download the video,
Right.
right? You're gonna download the video and then come back to TikTok.
Okay.
So when it's saved in your phone, you will already have two versions of this video in your phone, I would assume,
Mm-hmm.
because you have the one that you had when you posted this video, and then you'll have the one that you got from TickSaver, right?
Right.
So when you go to have that first video uploaded, you will have you'll go to right where this was, and I can't believe I did that first call when I first told you exactly where it was. That's how much I edit, man. Like to get that on the first shot, I'm like, thank you, Jesus. I got it right square on the money. But you would take the one you got from TickSaver, go like you're posting it, but you're gonna edit everything that comes before that, right? You're gonna delete that once you added that to the editing tool, right? So once you go to post the video, everything before you said that, delete it. And everything like that comes after you say the word ways, or there are ways, delete before you start that sentence. So when you hit that edit, you will end off from
So forth. And I started praying for provision. He led me to digital marketing. So that is what I'm sharing with you. Don't give up on your
right.
calling just because.
So it'll pick up from that is what I'm sharing with you to there are ways, right? So it'll still be a seamless transition between the two clips, but you're going to take that clip where you said about your purpose and about, because you don't have the funds, you would be able to take that out perfectly and put that to the front of your video. So when you have that hook set up, you would have the video that you posted when you posted this to add to that video, right? To add to that clip from this video. Does that make sense? You need me to explain it?
Yeah, I think I'm following.
Okay.
So essentially, I have to download the video first, upload it to Tick Saver, and then
Well, save
download
it
it.
from TickSaver. So when you download the video, you're gonna use TickSaver to download it and then come back to TikTok,
Right. So when I
right?
come back to TikTok, I'm uploading that video from Tick Saver
Right.
and deleting most of it, and then so now basically I'm uploading two videos. I'm gonna then come back and upload the original video to piece it
Yeah.
back together.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me see if I can show you. Well, let me finish the review here and then we'll kind of go into what to do. All right, so let's see how you end this off here.
Because you don't have the finances. There are ways that you can learn to make extra income to supplement, your 9 to 5. Like I work a full-time job, but you can supplement that income and do what the Lord has placed on your heart to do. If this sounds like something that you could benefit from, comment Kingdom and I'll get you over the information. Y'all be blessed. Let me help you fund your.
Oh, man, that is such a good start. Let me help you find your calling.
It's fun. I should have edited that caption.
Okay. Okay. So even I still made that mistake too. So so yeah, using that hook we talked about, it
Hmm.
would definitely still fit. And by using the very same description, when you repost the video that you have here, you'll still get categorized for digital marketing, which is what you want, right?
Right.
But this is how we're going to deepen the same video by using the same video, right?
Hmm.
Because on your end, excuse me, on your end, go to this video
Now,
like right now, go to this video and tell me how much how many people, what percentage of people watch the whole video. You can go into your more data if you don't see it.
So it says 3.33% watch the full video, average watch time 7.4 seconds, one new follower.
Right? So you know the video is a strong video. It may not be as strong as the last one where you got 5 requests for information, but it's still a strong video because why? You're talking about something personal. You have a moving image, you have you talking on screen, you're talking about something valuable, right? So this is still a strong video, but we're going to take that strong video and make it even stronger by making that first 7 seconds even deeper. So we're going to hit him straight in the chest right at the start of the video,
Gotcha.
right? So, all right, let's see. Where were we in your? All right, so we're on number 4. All right, let's do these last two, and then I'll go through with you how to do um like just selecting it to do the edit for this last video here. Okay. All right. So wasn't this the first kind of tie-in kind of video you did?
What you
Text
mean?
on screen, and you're using a physical thing that you're doing to relate it to what you're talking about.
You said is it
Have
the
you
first
done
time
this
I've done
before?
it? Oh yeah, I've done it many times.
Oh, you done? Okay, so something you've gotten pretty versed at doing because it was great execution
Thank you.
because
Chat GPT
that
for the win. I just tell them my B-roll content and tell them to give me a POV or a hook. Again, these are the things I do when I have not pre-planned out my content.
right, but still, this was a good shoot from the hip, right? You're clearing your vision because God has been showing you it's time to move differently, right?
Mm,
And what you can do to kind of sweeten this a little bit is um tell me one thing or tell me one way you moved in a different direction in 2025, right? Or try to shorten that. You if you could shorten that, I'm trying to think of how you could shorten that here. But comment one change in 2025 that you made, right?
right.
And you could put that smaller than you had the POV text right underneath it, and probably change the color or something, but it involves the viewer right on the text on screen, right? Still keep to see the caption and thing like that because again, it's a strong concept for a shoot from the hip, right? You're
Mm,
not really doing too much production on it, but you did go to Chat GPT to get some quick advice and use it in a piece of content. So solid execution, and you're using the trending audio, so that is going to get you more views. It did get you a couple more likes, but let's see how we turned around in the comments here. Yes. Okay, so we got few comments here. But that way you can get more participation. Every video we create, I should say we because it should be all of us, right? Even I have to get better at this where you get videos going out where you get more audience participation, more viewership participation in your content, right? It's
mm,
good to have training content where you're telling people, okay, this is something I learned, or this is something you can learn from me. But I believe that we all have to kind of raise the bar on, hey, this is what I would like you to do, right? Or leave your thoughts in the comments, right? Or just something
just
that gets them participating.
right. So just for engagement videos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So like this one too.
Thank you.
All right, let's see. All right, let's see how you tied this one in. All right. So on the beginner friendly way to make money online. Okay, telling a little story, comment teach me, right? It was another see the caption video. All right, so strong concept, right? What I would have liked to seen in this video is you're relating this to what is this, lunchtime at your job? What were you doing here?
Yeah, I was eating lunch, working lunch, basically.
So this is a work lunch, right? So let's see, let's go back to the beginning if I can do that with this thumb of mine. All right. Need a way to supplement your 9 to 5 income. So what I would have liked to see in this one is need a way to supplement your 9 to 5 income before lunch ends.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or um, let's see. Need a way to supplement your 9 to 5 income before you finish your salad, right?
Right. That's good. I got you.
Yeah. So this way, and like I said before, this is my goal to have you guys thinking like marketers so you see these opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, you want to use B-roll, but your B-roll almost has to have an underlying message. If you look at professional marketing that people pay millions of dollars to put out,
Mm-hmm.
they're always telling a story without saying anything or anything written,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Right. That makes
So
sense.
yeah. So there is a subliminal message, there is a written message, and then there's also a visual and verbal message in the ad, right?
So it's layered up.
Yeah, yeah. So that's something, and I didn't even think about doing this in like a content training, but it definitely is time for it because it's something that I do my best to do. And it's something I also like doing it because it kind of trains your brain to think of why you're doing B-roll, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you're just shooting B-roll, like most people who are new to marketing and stuff like that, they just think, okay, I'm gonna shoot a tree or I'm gonna shoot the waves or whatever it is, but they're not really thinking of the message that they're trying to portray for that B-roll,
Right.
right? That goes with the text on screen. Like the glasses thing was genius because who's really expecting to see that,
Right. And I
right?
think like that. So see, you're making a good point that I actually need to think like that. If it wasn't for ChatGPT, I wouldn't have came up with that. So
Yeah, because and that like when you start to get the hang of that skill, it's pretty cool, right?
yeah.
Because you almost want to get people to comment on the video. I see what you did there,
Mm-hmm.
right? I see what you do there, right? And that's what gives it kind of a whimsical element where people are like, oh man, well, I never really thought about it like that, but that's kind of cool,
Right.
right? So yeah. So let's see. Was this the sixth one? So teach me. See, look at that. Out the gate, right? Teach me how, right? Let's see. So glad we have ways to supplement our income. And okay, so that's somebody that's already in the industry, right? So you got some support there. But excuse me, you see how those small tweaks can really kind of deepen your content,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's not anything else but mentioning your salad,
Yeah.
right? And then you could take that same B-roll, this very same B-roll, probably a month from now, and reuse that and talk about, okay, salad versus soup for lunch, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you could either talk about, like actually say that, or use this B-roll to just put the text on the screen. and give people the choice, this versus that. And then you can put in a small paragraph, I found a way to make money even faster than it takes you to make this choice.
Gotcha.
Right? So that's another way you can use and then reuse your content,
Okay. Makes sense.
because you have been in the industry for over a year now, right?
Yeah.
Right. So one of the things you should be able to do at this point, and if you aren't, it's okay, because you're this is why you're here, this is why you're learning, right? You should be able to learn how you can use your content in multiple ways, even though it was created a year ago, 6 months ago, right? 9 months ago, whatever it is. You should be able to take that raw piece of content and know how to frame that content for where you are or where you're trying to get people to see where you are now versus 6 months ago, right?
Gotcha. Hmm.
And if you see, TikTok already does that with the on this day
Yeah, I saw
post.
they started doing
Yeah, it's something that they've been doing for a long time, for a couple of years now,
that.
but people haven't really figured out how to do. It's called a callback,
Well, they
right? So
just
when,
started doing it on my account. I've just started seeing them.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
oh wow,
see that. Yep.
yeah. For it's weird. I think it's because they took it away for a minute. Because now, like they always used to do it. Like every day you open your TikTok, like maybe 6 months ago,
Hmm.
every day I opened my TikTok, I would see the one circle they'll say on this day, and they'll give you like 2 or 3 videos that you recorded 12 months ago, and then you can choose to post it as a story. And but what they generally do is just say it's an on this day post. So they'll give you the on this day hashtag, and they'll have on this day a text on screen. So the algorithm knows to pick it up that way. But what I learned to do is I learned to do what Justin calls a callback, right? A year ago, I didn't know where I was going to go. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was freshly fired, didn't know, which way was up. Now I found a system that works and has been working for me ever since, whatever the date is, right? And you don't have to put that whole thing on text on screen, but you could find a way to shorten that just to do a callback to a win you had, which is discovering what you discovered or figuring out something you figured out. And it's another way for people to see a different side of you,
Oh, okay.
right? And it also demonstrates, like you said, when you're looking to find somebody to invest in, right? Or invest with, a partner with, it shares consistency, right? Because you've been doing this for 12 months. Oh, cool. She's been doing this for a good long time. I'm just now thinking about this. So maybe I might want to, figure out what this Kingdom Funder is. I may want to figure out how she's doing what she's doing. So she's been doing this for 12 months now, at least, right? They can see it on the screen, right? So that's another way you can deepen your authority in your content.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Great. Yep.
So,
Thank you,
all
sir.
right. No problem. All right. Let's see if I can get this to pull off here, and then we will do closing statements. If I can get this to go back. It won't go back.
More
All
time to
right.
read. But getting comfy.
All right. So, all right. So let's take it from the video portion of it. Right? So you're on your TikTok and you're going to get the video. You know how to go to your video, right? You hit pause, you go to the 3 dots, right? You go to that blue circle, you copy it, right? You know how to get the video to TickSaver, correct?
Hmm.
All right. So let's assume you've done that, right?
Hmm.
You're gonna hit the plus sign, right? And you're gonna select the 10 minute because it's the best, it's the latest thing that they did, the duration that they did. So you're not gonna record something from here. You're gonna click here and you're gonna go to videos, right?
You're
So
uploading.
I'm just gonna do the rough edit so you can see. I'm not gonna pick a specific phrase, but let's say this was a video, the one in the hat. Let's say this was one if it loads, because yeah, it does that sometimes. All right, and you hit next, right? And you go to the editing tool here,
Mm-hmm.
right? And let's say I only wanted to use this. So go to, I think I will actually pick a phrase here. So you go where the phrase starts, right? And you hit that first edit and let's end at the word solution, right? And you hit the scissors, split, and now you're going to delete both parts. You want to be careful because the highlighted portion is what's going to be deleted. You want to save this middle portion, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you're going to split it on both ends, right? So this big portion right here, delete that, right? Tap on
Mm-hmm.
the bigger section, delete that, right? Now, if I wanted to, because I want this to be the hook, right? So this will be where this starts. This will be where the video starts. So I'm going to use a different video so you can see the difference between the two, right?
Mm-hmm.
So back to videos, and I am going to use the one with the blue shirt as one, right? I hope this is not a really long one. Tell people about it. All right. And see the original video, and then you have the longer form of the video. So this would be the same video for you, right? In the process I took you through, it's
Mm-hmm.
going to be the same video, right? But you're going to do the edit just like I did with this portion of it,
Right.
right? So you're going to move that towards the beginning here so that it goes into this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And generally, I try to keep my intros at 4 seconds. So remember, the original video performed at 7 seconds, right? The average person watched 7 seconds. So with your intro on that video we talked about, with it literally being like 4 or 5 seconds, you're gonna get more watch time because people are going to be watching the first 4, 5, maybe 7 seconds of that video, right? So you're gonna get more people engaged right at the beginning to watch at least that in your thing. All
Okay.
right,
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you.
no problem. So that's a way you can that's a way, one, you can deepen your content. Two, you can use the content that people don't necessarily get to the end of to showcase where to showcase the meat and potatoes of what you were talking about or a core concept right at the beginning of the video. So it makes them want to stay longer in your video,
Okay.
right? Oh, I forgot to show you. Um, what was that? The transition. All right, so let me show you real quick because I don't know. It kind of just stopped sharing. So
Oh,
let me just do,
transitions. If you're saying to just add a transition,
yeah,
unless are you saying it has to be a particular one, or just it needs to be?
yeah, the one I recommend.
Okay.
So for lead-ins and hooks, generally I do two. So what you would do, like you see the first part here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you would click down at the bottom where it's in the back, so you see the two clips here, but you see that white square. You tap on that. And there's a bunch that you can use, but generally I only use a few. But for the video that I'm recommending that you use a transition for the one that may be most effective is the slide. So you see the word slide up here?
Mm-hmm.
So when you click that white square, you go to slide and then use the swish left, right? So that's a quicker way to get the transition from what you're saying initially to
Mm-hmm.
the beginning of your video. What is the beginning of your video, your true start? In the movies, they call that a cold start,
Okay.
right? So you're not going to generally use this one because it takes a little bit longer, but you want to get right into it. So you would do the swish left. Now, here's the subliminal reason why I do that swish left versus swish right, right? The human mind thinks of the swish left as in it's telling them subconsciously, listen to what's next,
Mm-hmm.
right? Versus going back at the very start of the timeline of your video. If you use swish right, it's like, okay, this is something she's talking about from before, right? So that subliminal choice of the swish left is, I need you to pay attention to what's next, right?
Okay.
So let me put it back so you can see.
And
All
how
right,
did
so
you you went to effects to get to it?
I went to, you tapped on the square, this white square. So let me do another one. So when you go to a point of a video and you hit the scissors, right? And then you
Mm-hmm.
hit split,
Mm-hmm.
between the two clips, there's a white square,
Okay.
right? So you tap the white square and then it'll bring up the transitions,
Gotcha.
right? So you can use like overlays for other stuff. Like one of the things, like if you're doing a longer video and you want to do a transition, but you don't want to do a drastic one, you can do an overlay, right? My
Mm-hmm.
favorite one, let me see if I can find it. Uh, oh man, I don't know if this is the one. I think it's in the trending ones too. Let me see. Because these are all of the transitions. Like one of my favorite ones is this one. It's helping me right? So and you could make it faster, you could make it slower, but I generally leave it at what it's preset to, and it does fine,
Okay.
right? So you see, it's helping me understand how to right?
Mm-hmm.
And it helps with, like, what I've started doing is I've started adding transitions between thoughts, right? So if I'm doing a video, I would be talking about something, and when I start talking about something different, right before I would put a transition,
Gotcha.
right? I would use the slide transition, or I would use this one, right? Or I would use
Mm-hmm.
this one. So you would see it, right?
Mm-hmm.
To go from one thought to the next. And it's a visual pattern interruption. So people are like, wait, something else is coming, and they watch longer,
Right.
right? So, all right. So let's see. Um, all right. So we're gonna stop sharing. All right. So I know we covered a whole bunch today,
Great,
but
great information. I appreciate it.
I
I got a
hope
lot
it,
of notes.
yeah, I hope it's a lot of stuff you can use to help you know what to post, but also how to post,
Yes,
right?
definitely.
So, but I appreciate you for taking the time today. Do you have any questions for me about what we talked about, or anything else that you've been thinking about that you needed asked? You can let me know.
No, I think we covered everything. So just apply what we discussed and
Yes,
let you know how it goes.
that is such a big thing that a lot of people miss.
Right, gotta actually do it.
I'm so glad you said that. So, but yeah, so since you came today, even though this was kind of a calling an audible, since you came today, this will be yours. There will not be an official recording this week. What I will do is I will place some of the like two of the other sessions we've done over the last 2 weeks,
Okay.
for you guys to review on Wednesday. So if you see anybody asking about it in the group before I do, let them know. They can go to the pin post and they
Okay.
can check out the replays there because listen, there's a whole bunch of stuff. Like
Okay.
we spent like an hour and 40 minutes and look at how many things we went over,
Right.
right? And doing it in a group setting, there's a whole bunch of things that people may have missed. So it's always good to check out the replays whenever you get some downtime, you
Gotcha.
know? So, all right, Tiff. Well, thank you so much for giving me the time today. I
Thank you.
hope
I
you,
appreciate it.
no problem. So, I will, however, ask one thing though.
Hmm.
Share your biggest takeaway from today in your stories. I would love to see that. Share your biggest takeaway
Okay.
today in your stories.
Okay.
All right. And
Uh,
I'll get this to you. I'll do my best to get it to you tonight while I'm in front of the computer here once it renders. And so I can do that before I get on the road tomorrow.
Okay.
All
Thank you so
right.
much.
No problem. Take good care of yourself, okay?
You too. Y'all have a safe trip.
All right. Thank you so much.
Bye bye.
Bye.